my mighty way. Oh, God, help me, please, Jennifer Bellamy. Jennifer Bellamy, listen here, I'm not a prophet, but I know when I hear God, they tried to trick me years ago to make me think that I couldn't hear God, and if I don't watch people right now, they'll still try to do that, but baby, there's something inside of me that lets me know when it's God. Jennifer Bellamy, let me tell you something. The Spirit of the Lord said He has anointed you as a vessel for your family. He can do a major deliverance are connected to your loins. Major deliverance is connected to your loins. I said major deliverances, which means people will be brought out of some dark stuff. They will be brought out of some things that would seem as though it's over for them. Lord, have mercy. They will be brought out of some circumstances where people have turned their backs on them and said that it was over for them. They had wrote them off. I'm done with them. But the Lord said He's going to use you as a major part of deliverance. I know when I hear God, He you can mark that one, baby, and watch what I tell you. You can mark that one, because let me tell you something, y'all. When the Spirit of the Lord gets to moving and do what He do, ain't a devil in hell that can stop what God has got set, as long as you allow yourself to always become humbled. Oh God, submit yourself. Oh God, help me. And submit yourself. Bring yourself subject, and God will always bring you out. And let me tell y'all something. One thing my heart cries about is when people are ignorant. My heart cries when folk are ignorant. It hurts me to the core. I see so many people that are pure ignorant in the context of they fight and rebel against people that are praying for them, people that are believing for them. They fight and rebel against but draw to, God help me please, those that are opposing them. God help me. Lord, help us to be smart is always my prayer. God, help us to have wisdom. Help us to have knowledge and understanding as it relates to things. I'm trying to tell y'all, if you will hear me tonight, or the scripture says this, that it came to pass on a certain day. Your certain day is here tonight. I know, God help me. It's only a few more hours left in the day. Hey, but it's still enough time for God to come through in a major way. There's still enough time for God to show up. Jesus Christ, He's known to show up at the 11th hour and the 59th minute, but He will show up right on time, and He is here showing up right now for some people that need Him to move. God help me please. I need to tell somebody, I don't care how yoked you are, God has the ability to cut the cord, baby. I don't care how bound you are, God has the ability to cut the cord, baby. Lord, have mercy, Jesus. Lord, take the noose out from around some necks. I see some people, you are noosed. God, that's around your neck, got you locked up. But may the Lord cut the cord. And may the Lord sever the tie, God. Oh, because the enemy is not after your past. He's not after the stuff you're struggling with. You think it's all because of where you've been. You think it's all because of what happened to you in the old days, in your younger days. Baby, that joker is after your future. God help me, please. He's after the prophetic word that has been spoken. I wish I would have turned the air on. He is after the prophetic word that's been spoken over your life. He's after that that has been said about you. God help me. He ain't studying your past. Not at all. He ain't studying that. He wants your future, because your future's so bright you just might have to wear shades. He's after your future. Don't let him kill your future, baby. Don't let him take your future from you. Please, God, help me. Help the people to understand, Lord, that the future is what makes a difference, God, because it ain't where you've been, it's where you end up. God, help me. It ain't where you've been, it's where you end up. I've been some places, Lord have mercy, knows I've been some places, but baby, look where I've ended up, huh? God help me, please. There are things happening in my life that I wouldn't have ever imagined that could happen in my life. You couldn't have told me I would be a pastor. You'd have told me I would be a pastor. Oh, what, me be a pastor cussing Delphine? Me be a pastor weed smoking Delphine and love weed at that? Me be a pastor, what you say? Street Delphine one day rap. I'm talking about rap dirty too, baby. I probably would have had some platinum albums by now, y'all, because that's just how hard I was out there going. And all I'm telling you, you couldn't have told me that I would be a pastor. But see, the thing of it is the enemy was after my future. He's still after my future, but I fight for my future. I fight for my purpose. I fight for my destiny. I don't just give up. When the Lord said, let us go to the other side, that was all I needed, baby. That's all I needed to know. I don't care what kind of storm comes. I don't care what kind of winds begin to beat vehemently on the ship. He done said we going to the other side, and I believe what he say, baby. I don't care what they did to me. I don't care about the fact that, yeah, I was fondled as a little girl. Yeah, it happened. I was even raped. Sure was. But I don't care about any of that. Why? Because there's a word over my life, baby. There is a future over my life. I care now about that future. Look at what that future has presented. I don't live my life as a girl that was fondled and a girl that was raped. I don't live my life as a girl that had a kid, God, at 15 years old. I don't live my life as a high school dropout. And so what I'm trying to tell somebody is, baby, get out your past. He ain't studying your past. He ain't nothing you can do about the fact that they did that to you. Ain't a thing you can do about the fact that they took advantage of you. Ain't a thing that you can do about it but lose the appetite that it gave you. That's all you can do, baby, is get rid of the appetite that it gave you. See, it may have gave you an appetite for the wrong thing. And that's what the whole purpose of it was to put a seed in you that would not be good, that would not produce. Yeah, that's what it was put there for. But baby, listen, you better fight for your future. Somebody, I wish Mia pray for me, please. I wish somebody would hear me. You better fight for your future. He ain't studying your past. You still hung up on the fact that your uncle touched you. You still whining about that. You still hung up on the fact that the boy messed with you and took your virginity from you. You still hung up on all that. You still hung up on the fact that they talked about you and they called you names when you were growing up. What are you hung up on that for? Let me give you a name now. You're beautiful, baby. You're beautiful. And can I tell you that God favors you? And can I tell you that there is purpose and destiny that is on your life? Can I tell you that God got some thoughts for you? God has called you to do a great work in the earth. Can I tell you, baby, that God wants you to be an entrepreneur? Yeah. Can I tell you all of that? Which one would you rather hear? Which one would you rather talk about? Would you rather talk about, yeah, you know, my uncle, he touched me? What, please? Could you please testify about the fact that you got out of that? Could you please testify about that? Could you please testify about the fact that, yeah, even the woman touched me? Can you just please testify about that and get over that and lose the appetite? Lose the appetite because that came to bring a bad appetite. It came to put something in you that was not really you, something that God does not want to be you. Could you just please understand that and let your future become bigger than the circumstance and the situation? Please, y'all, listen, I'm still in the text. The text says that they struck out. Jesus goes in there and goes to sleep, and they strike out, and the wind starts tripping real bad. Storm begins to come. Yeah, can I tell you that it wants to remind you of the fact all that come for is to remind you to try to pull you back into a place where God is bringing you out of. That's all that storm has come for, is to try to make you think, oh my God, don't nothing ever go right for me. I guess I just ain't meant to be blessed. I guess I ain't meant to be favor. Don't nothing ever work out for me. That's all it's trying to pull you back into. But sweetheart, don't you know you got a word that says, let us go over to the other side. Come on now. Come on now. Listen, you can't run with me and be dumb. They'll tell you that at Trim, I don't play that mess. You gonna be smart, you run with me. God is too wise to make mistakes, baby. I don't serve no dumb God. I sure don't. That's the reason why it's hard to pull a fast one on me when I'm in the spirit realm, because I don't serve no dumb God. God will show me what you trying to do to me. I can be in my bed, sleep. I'll dream about your butt trying to do something to me. What? Because I don't serve a dumb God. I serve a God that is omnipresent, baby. If you don't know what that means, I'll tell you that means he's everywhere. I serve a God that is omnipotent. You want to know what that means? That means he's all seeing and all knowing, baby. And I serve a God that is sovereign. Do you hear me? Do you hear me? Sovereign means that he can do whatever he want to do when he wants to do it. So you can't tell me that God can't fix a circumstance. You can't tell me that God can't deliver. You should have told me before I found out who he was. You should have caught me some years ago, baby. Because right now, I don't care what I'm in. I don't care what you in. I believe God. I believe God. I'm not caught up in nothing that's done happened in my past, baby. I ain't even caught up in some of the stuff that's going on in my present because I'm so looking to my future. God gave me a prophetic word for the new year, and prudence, it was the prophetic word. Stability and prudence are the two that he has given me thus far. And to be prudent means to have a caring for the future. Baby, I care about where I'm going so that I'll leave y'all to go there. Do you hear what I'm telling you? I'll drop you off and you off and you off too just to get there. Do you hear what I'm saying to you? I'll let every one of you jokers go before I let you stop me from getting to where I got to be. Get to tripping, and I'll start clipping. Did you hear what I say? Get to tripping and I'll start clipping. I'm going to pray for you. I'm going to still talk to you. All kinds of stuff, because I ain't going to let nothing get in my heart. But baby, a snip. Yes, ma'am, a snip. Honey, got to get there. Got somewhere I got to go. Do you hear what I'm saying? I got somewhere I got to be. I got a future that's waiting on me. I got a destiny that's calling. I wish somebody would help me. I got a destiny that's calling me, and it's too good for me to give up for some mess. It's too good for me to give up for some mess. Ooh, Lord. If it's half as good as what I feel now, and I go to sleep every night in peace and wake up the next morning in peace, and if it's half as good as what I got now, oh, it's too good to be messing up. Baby. I'm trying to tell y'all what the text done said. The text said in Luke 8:22 that Jesus got on that ship with them folk. It said it came to pass on a certain day. This your day right here now. This is your day. I'm trying to tell you, this is your day. Now, if you come up with some mess tomorrow and you done heard this word tonight, it's on you. I ain't finna feel bad about none of it because I done did what I was charged to do, baby. A charge to keep I have. I done told y'all. I got a God to glorify. Lord have mercy. It make me cry every time I talk about it. I got a never dying soul to save. I'm going to get old fiend fitted for the sky. You best believe to serve this present age. That's my calling to fulfill. And oh, may all my powers engage. I don't care who don't like it. I'm going to do my master's will. I'm going to say what he wants me to say, how he wants me to say it. You got a problem with it, take it up with him. Oh, my God. Some of y'all too ignorant to even tell God thank you, that he'll call you out in your sin. Oh, you too ignorant. God help me. I don't mean no harm. But some of you are too ignorant to even know how to express thank you to the Lord for calling you out in your sin. You ought to tell him thank you that he didn't leave you in mess. You ought to tell him say thank you when you hear the preacher talk about what you're doing, and know that the Lord done said something to him about it. You ought to tell the Lord thank you. I want to shout out again everybody that's ever told me when I was wrong. I want to shout out every preacher that's ever preached. Javon Goo, thank you, baby. James Henderson, thank you, baby. Jenny German, thank you. Paulette Bruce, thank you. I want to shout them all out. Brother Harold, yes, sir. Thank you. Brother Arnold, thank you. Even those that I have listened to that has been evangelists in my ears, I want to say thank you for calling me out, because if you hadn't called me out and said something about my mess, I wouldn't be doing what I'm doing today and wouldn't be headed where I'm headed today. I want to tell God thank you. Listen, where my smart people at that are